What's up guys, I hope everyone is all good. Just wanted to make a quick raw video today because I've had some thoughts that have been going on in my head and I think it's very important for young entrepreneurs. So I'm not going to just lie to you guys and say everything is perfect. I feel perfect all the time. I feel very good from a business, health and fitness standpoint, but I felt rather lonely lately living in Thailand the past couple of weeks. It's low season, a lot of the main boys in the 1% have gone back to Europe for summer. The guys that are left here have girlfriends or are in different phases of life. And right now everyone is in a very locked in environment and are putting their main focus towards themselves and their business, which is great. So yeah, sometimes I'd be lying if I didn't feel it. The silence hits different when you're grinding alone. But here's what I realized, being alone isn't a weakness, it's a skill. If you can sit with your own thoughts and feel the loneliness without having to escape it and still execute daily at your full potential, you're dangerous. Most people don't build because they're not alone long enough to think. But if you can master solitude, you'll never be emotionally dependent again. One of my friends was having a little problem here and there with his girlfriend, and he said to me the other day, I haven't been single for a long time. If I lived on my own, I'd be lonely. And like, that is what most guys that have been stuck in long-term relationships have to face. They don't know what it feels to just live on your own. Sitting silent sometimes. Sometimes you have hard days working on calls, meetings all day, virtually, that you don't actually say a single word to a single person that's present in your life, which is absolutely crazy. This happens probably 3 or 4 days a week for me. I say there's 3 or 4 days a week at the minute right now, as we're very busy with the 1%, that I don't say anything to a single person for the whole day. A full 24 hours of not a single human interaction. That to me is normal. And some of you guys may be watching this and think that's absolutely crazy, but in my opinion, it's a skill to be able to deal with that. Nobody will ever be able to manipulate me or have any kind of emotional control over me, because if they're not acting right, I'm very, very happy by myself in my own skin. I've done it my whole life. Being alone doesn't mean you're lost or should necessarily be treated as a bad thing. In fact, if you can be alone and not fall apart, you are stronger than 95% of people. Most people avoid being alone because when they are alone and they're in their own thoughts, that is when the real truth shows up. Their doubts, their insecurities, their lack of direction. Single parents, I've seen it a lot in the UK. They turn to bad habits, alcohol, drugs, and they start self-sabotaging themselves because they're too scared to face their own thoughts in their own mind, because they know deep down things aren't right with them. Even me, myself, today, this is why I made this video. There was just a small little thought in my head that thought, not been feeling too good today, a little bit lonely. Should we go across the road to the pub, sink a few beers, see who's about out in Thailand? And I thought, why would someone like me that's running a multi-6-figure business, is doing all the right things in life, should go to a pub and hang around with people that are not going to contribute anything to my life? Maybe I find a girl who I bring home for a night and then I never want to see again after. That is all that would happen. So I had slapped myself around the face and said, Brandon, what are you even thinking at? And this is what made me want to rush home to make this video, because it's important and it's a problem I think a lot of entrepreneurs face and deal with themselves, especially when you're living abroad in a different country. So no, today, instead of going to the pub, I sat with it. Didn't run to distractions. I stayed, I went home, and I built, and I'm making YouTube videos for you guys right now. See, the truth is, solitude is a mirror. It shows you who you are without the noise, without the clout, without the distractions of nightlife, girls, group chats, validation. Is where your standards reset. Your thoughts sharpen, your values rewire. I got stronger, I trained harder. My vision for what I'm building became clearer than ever before. And the irony, the moment I stopped needing everybody is the moment I started attracting what I wanted in my life. Right now, the low season in Thailand, I've been calling it the builder's season. It's not the fun one, it's not the flashy one, but it's the one that makes you. It's the one where your future self gets built brick by brick. Because let's be honest, if you can't be alone, you're not free, you're literally just distracted. The older I get, the more I realize solitude isn't loneliness, it's clarity. And if you can master that, you're unstoppable. So guys, just wanted to make this video today. If you're in that season too, I know a lot of you guys are, especially if you are living in the UK and you're cutting off your old friends, your old environments. I know because I did it myself years ago. I see you, I've been you. Sometimes even days like today, I am you. And I promise, Life gets better when you lean into it instead of trying to run away from it. Because when you come out of the other side, you're sharper, more dangerous, and more dialed in than ever. Appreciate you guys watching. Of course, if you want to join the most powerful network in the game, press the link in the description. Book a call with a 1%. I would love to hear from some of you guys. We are building for the long game and we'll continue to do so. Just a quick one today, guys. Appreciate you guys. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.